everyone, and welcome to Carswell Cabana Talk. I guess it can also be pronounced Cabana. I might switch back and forth while we're talking together. Anyway, this is the first one. And by that I mean we're wanting to establish a dialogue between me and you, and we'll do it here in the cabana where I live. Actually, I live in the house, but I'm sitting in the cabana just outside the house. I really am concerned about the state of affairs right now. We're still under the COVID quarantine. I'm not far from my mask, but since I'm outdoors at my home, I think I can have a little bit of relief from that. We're all getting a little stir crazy, but this will not be forever. And we're feeling the world tilt and change, even as we all experience the same thing at once. In my lifetime, I don't recall a time when the world was this unified with either one plight or one victory. I was a little infant when man walked on the moon, but I remember that evening in July of the early 60s. I'm only 40 years old, but anyway, in the early 60s, I remember the night when man first walked on the moon. The world was completely attentive then. Perhaps there were 1 billion less people, but everyone was tuned into that moment. That's the only thing I can relate to today's moment of this pandemic that's gone across the globe and affected all civilization. We hope we're about to begin re-emerging. Restaurants are still closed for the most part, unless you can eat on their patio or they have access to an outdoor dining setup. Surely that will change soon. But we're all sacrificing something that we've enjoyed or loved in the before COVID time. I think this year of 2020 is going to not be forgotten for decades. I've already begun to tell my friends and clients that. We're going to all remember this year. And maybe we'll be happy that it's behind us for the most part, and yet there are blessings and new understandings coming from this challenge that I think are going to improve our society and are going to reveal more about the true important things in life. Is it traffic? Maybe it's schools and the quality of the environment we send our children into. Who knows what priorities are being reset right now? But be sure that they are. My priorities have changed. I'm still working from home. Although that can sound to a lot of people like a lot of fun, we found it's just the opposite. Because there's no escape from work if you're working from home. I really hats off to those people who have done this before it was forced upon us. I don't know how you've done it, because home to me and to the clients that I serve, I think is a sanctuary. It's a sanctuary where you savor some of life's best family moments, certainly some of your most private moments. And when work comes into that sanctuary, both situations change a bit. So, look, I don't want to sound overly sentimental about pre-March 2020, but be sure you know, as I realize, we're not going backward ever. We're not going back to what was. We are in the big transition right now. And when we come out on the other side, fully from this, it's going to be a different reality. I'm believing and I'm making plans that it's going to be a better reality. We want to hear everyone's concerns and we want to celebrate everyone's victories. We want to get back to a world that looks familiar, but again, we won't be doing the same things and perhaps we won't be saying the same things ever again.